that facilitates digestion of food. They perform specific functions that facilitate digestion of food. We wouldn't take much time in it. I'll just hit the nail on the head for us to understand the specific major functions of each of those parts. Talking about the mouth. The mouth is the part of the alimentary canal where the digestion starts. It's the alimentary canal of where digestion starts. So digestion cannot start without the mouth, because that is where the assimilation of food takes place. Ingestion of food takes place, the mouth. So the mouth, I say that the mouth is the starting point of digestion, or the starting point of the alimentary canal. It is the starting point, or the starting point of the alimentary canal, is the starting point of digestion. It is where digestion starts. When I explained it to us, that digestion starts there because ingestion of food takes place in the mouth. The mouth, just like we already know, it contains the teeth and the tongue. It contains the teeth and the tongue. You already know what the function of the teeth in the mouth is. Cutting, grinding, or chewing food. And we are still in the mouth. I'm not telling us that the mouth, just like we already know, contains the teeth and the tongue, which the teeth plays the function of the function of cutting and chewing food. And then the tongue plays a function of spine food. It plays a function of rolling food and mixing it up with salivary gland. That's what I mean when I say it plays the function of emulsification of food. There are sometimes that you will hear emulsification on my screen. Sometimes I hear emulsification. This is the ability of the tongue to roll. You know, when you eat now, it's the tongue. It's in the tongue the food rolls and mixes up with your saliva. And that saliva is not just the saliva, it kills the salivary gland as well that it mixes up with. So that is a function of the tongue. Then this salivary gland actually found in the tongue helps in breaking down the food as well, because there are enzymes that enables the digestion of food. Then going further, we have the esophagus. This esophagus is more like a, how do I break it down now for us to understand? It's more like a pipe that connects the mouth and the stomach. It's just like a pipe that connects the mouth to the stomach. When you ingest food, that food you ingest, it enters the mouth and gets to the stomach. And getting to the stomach, it passes through a small pipe. That small pipe is what we call the esophagus. And now the movements of that food, the movement of food through the esophagus is what we call peristaltic movement on my screen, or peristalsis. Let's call it peristalsis. Peristaltic movement, they are both the same thing. But most of the time in the exams, you are more tenable to see peristalsis. So note that this peristalsis is the movement of food. Is the movement of food from the mouth to the stomach through the esophagus. That's why we call it peristaltic movement. Are we on the same page? Is someone understanding me here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes,
We
sir.
want to ask,
This esophagus can also be called gullet, right?
Okay, so very good. Very good. Esophagus can also be called gullet. They are the same thing.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So peristaltic movements is the movements of food from the mouth to the stomach through the esophagus or the gullet, just like we said. Then going further to the stomach, that is where the food is stored temporarily. That is where the food is stored temporarily. It is in the stomach, the food is stored in the stomach. The food breaks down in the stomach, and the food mixes with enzymes in the stomach. What's the purpose of all these things? To extract the nutrients in the food. The food is being stored temporarily in the stomach. The food breaks down in the stomach, and in the stomach, the food mixes with enzymes. It mixes with enzymes. You can call it enzymes. You can say that it mixes with enzymes. You can say that it mixes with gastric juice. Gastric juice. If I put that up too on my screen. You can say that it mixes with enzymes. You can say that it mixes with gastric juice in the stomach. So this gastric juice, that is the enzymes. This gastric juice, that is the enzymes. And some of these major enzymes are the renin. All these major enzymes are the renin and the pepsin. All these major enzymes are the renin and the pepsin. That is the contents of this gastric juice. I'll come again. Food gets into the stomach, where it is temporarily stored. When it is temporarily stored, it is also broken down to some point. When it gets broken down to some point, it mixes with gastric juice. And this gastric juice contains enzymes, or you can still say that the gastric juice are enzymatic on their own. And some of the major enzymes they contain are the renin and the pepsin. What does these enzymes do? Breaking down and extraction of nutrients in that food consumed and in your stomach.
Sir?
Okay.
What about the pyloric sphincter and the esophageal sphincter? What do they call this stuff?
In the stomach, stomach, the enzymes that perform enzymatic actions of breakdown in the stomach are more than 15, scientifically. They are more than 15. But then we have the major ones that play the most vital functions, or will I say the major ones that are more recognized scientifically, that play major roles in the stomach. This renin now, it is an enzyme found. It plays its major function when it comes to action on milk. Anything that is a dairy product that enters your body. Anything that is a dairy product that enters your body. It is this renin now that acts on it inside your stomach. And anything proteinous or other substances that enter your body that are not dairy products, especially proteins, it's this pepsin that acts on them. Very many other enzymes act on them, but these two enzymes play major roles in the stomach. Are we clear? Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
But then, excuse me, the amount of food.
There's something I want to ask. Like when food got into the stomach, like how many minutes did the food going to take place before the reaction was going to take place? Like
It
the
happens
digestion.
it happens between a couple of hours. It takes a couple of hours for a food you eat to get properly digested, broken down, and nutrients extracted in your stomach. Not specific, but it takes a couple of hours. It is more than minutes. That's part of the reasons why a dietitian will always advise you not to eat a lot at night. Because when you eat a lot at night, the digestion wouldn't be completely done before you sleep well. So it takes a couple of hours for digestion, for the breakdown to happen in the stomach. Is that clear?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
let's
sir.
hear you.
sir, in this gastric juice, I've come in contact where they say that even hydrochloric acid is also part of them. Are they right?
They say that even I didn't get
Hydrochloric.
you.
Hydrochloric acid.
Hydrochloric acid
Yes,
is
sir.
actually is not completely wrong. It's not completely wrong. The reason why it's not completely wrong is that there is presence of hydrochloric acid in the gastric juice, but the hydrochloric acid does not help in breakdown and nutrient extraction. What the hydrochloric acid does in the stomach is to protect the stomach from getting infected by bacteria. In the process of you ingesting food, there might be a situation whereby you ingest bacteria-infested food that might be risky to your body system. That is where the hydrochloric acid comes in. It is now a strong acid in your stomach that dissolves that bacteria. And in the end, when it's unable to dissolve the bacteria poses an issue for you in your body. And that is when you hear something like your immunity is not strong, you need to build up your immunity and stuff of that sort. Do you understand? So yes, hydrochloric acid is also secreted by the gastric juice, but it doesn't do the breakdown and extraction. It protects the stomach against infection from bacteria. Is that clear?
So I have a question to ask.
Okay.
Yeah, in the esophagus, we say that we have a long muscular tube joining the pharynx to the stomach.
Okay, yes.
But from outside to inside, what do we have?
From outside to inside.
Eh?
I don't get you. From outside to inside, how?
From outside, like when I was reading, I read that from outside to inside, we have a thin membrane that is moist and slippery.
From outside to in. The outside, is it in the alimentary canal?
No, in the esophagus, they say it is a serous coat, like SEROUS and coat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Actually, the only external alimentary canal that is visible in the outside is your mouth and your excretory organ, which is your anus. Very many others are in your body. So the pipe or the pathway they are telling you about now is probably, I don't really understand what you talked about, but from experience, I think what you're talking about is the fact where they are telling you about the pipe, or they are trying to make that pipe in reference to the GI tract, where they can, if you read that particular thing you're talking about now, if you read it further, they will even give you the 9 mm diameter of the esophagus or the GI tract that passes. Yes, it is slippery, even when you get that of a normal mammal. So that is because that is the major pipe that passes from your mouth down to your stomach. So it's more like the pathway. There is nothing you take or ingest that will go down without passing through the esophagus. So it is the pathway, steady pathway in your body. Do you understand that now?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Any other questions, please?
Verse 3 a.m. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Please
Okay.
mute your mic, mute your mic, mute your mic. So going further, we have the duodenum. Going further, we have the duodenum. The duodenum actually contains pancreatic juices. The duodenum, it also contains pancreatic juices. It's still more like in the stomach. It contains pancreatic juices that contains enzymes as well. It contains pancreatic juices that contains enzymes. And what the enzymes in the pancreatic juice of the duodenum does is to convert food. Conversion of food into its simplest form. For instance, in the duodenum, there are pancreatic juices, and some of the pancreatic juices are we have the amylase, we have the lipase, and we have the trypsin.
So I'll take it again.
I said that the duodenum contains pancreatic juice in the alimentary canal, and this pancreatic juice enables the conversion of food from one form to a more digestible form. I told us that this duodenum contains 3 pancreatic juices, being the amylase on my screen, the lipase on my screen, the trypsin on my screen. I hope you're seeing what I typed on my screen.
Sir, duodenum contains pancreatic juice and it enables us to do what?
It contains pancreatic juice. This pancreatic juice contains these 3 listed enzymes here that helps in converting food from its form to a more digestible form. For instance, this amylase is an enzyme in the pancreatic juice that converts starch to maltose. This amylase is an enzyme that converts starch to maltose. This lipase is also an enzyme that converts fat and oil to fatty acid or glycerol. Lipase is converts fat and oil to fatty acid or glycerol.
So it converts.
Which one?
This contains amylase, lipase, trypsins,
which converts food to from its original form to a more digestible form. So I now went further to tell you how they convert them, particularly where I told you the amylase that they convert starch to maltose, the lipase, they convert fat and oil to fatty acid, the trypsin, they convert proteins and peptones. They convert proteins and peptones to polypeptides. They convert proteins and peptones.
Now, which one? I don't understand. Which one? Is it the amylase or the trypsin? Okay.
Don't worry, let me come again. The amylase converts starch to maltose. The lipase converts fat and oil to fatty acid. You can see it as fatty acid, you can see it as glycerol. Then the trypsin converts proteins and peptones to polypeptides. Is that clear?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes,
that
sir.
is for reading about the function